Peace and power, peace and power, peace and power. Peace and power to the people that struggle. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows all things work in divine order, all things work in divine order, all things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people who struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for dialogue, conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers, building and destroying. This is your space, a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, a space of love, hella right. This is your space. A space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information, funding links, nicknames, hashtags, greens, screens, apps that are cash, pals that pay, grams with money, unions that are Western, kites, zakat, charities, all that. There's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're already getting sprayed. Don't wait until you're already cuffed up. Don't wait until you have to start explaining your position. It's too late. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop cutting up in front of everybody. Stop being the only couple not invited to the cookout. Stop being the only couple sat way in the back for the graduations. Sat way in the back for the dance recitals. Okay? If you or anybody you know is in need of intimate relation, abuse, counseling, and consultation, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Yeah. People, events, places, situations that should have you on high alert. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. What's going on? How you do? It's 11:20. I'm not going to front. I'm not going to hold you. Been a very long day. Very long day. I'm glad you're here. Those who are here, yeah. One thing I do is appreciate my class. But we have some very, very, very disloyal people in the world, especially our people. Our people are in such a disarray. It gets very exhausting. I told y'all previously, I'm exhausted by my blackness. Straight up. Exhausted by my blackness. Okay? Unappreciative. Boy, oh boy, I will tell you. But a task must be completed, and that's what I set out to do. I love my people. My people will be liberated. definitely will be liberated. And on that note, we got a few people to tag tonight. Now, I surely hate to get on the elders, but we spoke just a few months ago about y'all man. I told y'all old Smokey. Yeah, I told y'all old Smokey done had some shit wrong with him. Now he's in class again. Tag Smokey Robinson, tag Motown and Detroit. Shit, and his wife too. Tag old Smokey. Tell him to come his old grinding ass to class. Tag Smokey. Yeah. Somebody tag Memphis. Yeah, come on, Memphis. Come on, Memphis. Y'all might as well come to class. Y'all have been a consistent subject, excuse me, y'all, subject of class for many months now. So Memphis, come on in. Black cops, come on in. Come on, Memphis. Chattanooga, Tennessee, because that's where I hear the jury's from. Tag him. Yup, Chattanooga, all of them. Tag them. Tag the family of Tyree Nichols, too, while we at it. And we can't leave the night without at least one tale of Old Faye Gripper Gate. Somebody called Barry Diller. Yeah, yeah, bring him to class. Barry Diller and his old wife. Yeah, his beard. Yeah, his cover. Tag Diane von Furstenberg. Yeah. Tell her bring her old pale pasty ass to class. Yeah, let's get to it. Tell them to come through. We got to see who else in here, because maybe this will get me up, get me charged, because I know somebody ass gonna get a 55. I just feel it. I know it. Who's in class? Lovely lady, always on point. First in class, we see you, girl. Dust Row following, and Tiara T. Green, the youngin' still up. Youngin', I'm telling you, don't get fired. Damn it, it's late night. Glad you're up in here, though. We see you. Jeff Sparks, what's going on? Yeah. Oh, April Brown, goddamn with the get down. I just mentioned you yesterday. Yeah, yesterday's class, we just talked about you, April Brown. You up in here, yeah. Bernie, what up, Bernie? Snook the Bear. D-Haven and the Browns, yeah. Killer Hill in the building, what's going on? Kenny's Unholy Girl, Ken Williams. Charles is in the spotty spot. What up, Charles? Frankie Fierce, East New York, what's going on? Merklo up in here. Cool K Kang is up in here. Geechee, Sean Jenkins, Versace, Broccoli, Tyler Ooh, look at all of them up in here. Tyler Beneficiary, Chris, Philly Threats is up in here. Bushhead, C Blaze, the Sniper, Jean, Ali, KMU. What up? First responders, Canada's up in the building. The North Country. What's going on, brother? Today, Shay. The backyard again. What up? Saul Good. What's going on? Block Monster. What up? Mecca. TP's Queen. What up? Brown Girl. Professor J.L. in the spotty spot. Jean V. Pierre. Jonathan Kidd. Yeah, we see you. Unpopular opinions. We see you. What? What up, Roy Coaster? What up? Oh, damn it. Uh-oh. Hold on. Marshy's in the building late night. God damn it. Got her, y'all. I got her, y'all. Yeah, Marsh. Ooh-wee. T-Mac. SK. Hello from Mannheim, Germany. V Gates, SK. Was is good. Huh? Alles klar? Huh? Alles klar? What's going on, man? How? We see you. I ain't never want to go to man. Well, I did have a boxing match in Manheim, but I ain't want to go to Manheim. That's where the jail at. So, V Gates, let me know what's going on with you, SK. Breed up 55, breed love 55. Got him. God damn it. Got him. God damn. All right, all this groups, no doubt. That's what we talking about. Uh-huh. Real Media, what up? I told you that would wake me up. Let's get started, God damn it. Let's get started. First and foremost, I know y'all want to start with Memphis. I know y'all do. I know y'all do. It's a sour note. It's a very sour pill. But as I told you, and I'm going to continue to tell y'all, the system has to be fed. Blood has to be spilled. Repression, because we are woke, because we are conscious, because we are moving towards a path of true liberation. Repression is most definitely around the corner at any given time. That's why I don't ever want you to believe that it's a smooth walk. We have to welcome the struggle, all forms of struggle. All forms of struggle. Do you understand? This is not a cakewalk. So we have to be, and you hear me say it all the time, we have to be very intentional and very specific about how we move. We have to be. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are of high value. All of you. You are high value. Okay? Priceless. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely priceless. So you have to handle yourselves as such. You have to view yourselves as such. And again, I don't know people's family situations. I don't know where you were educated at, or rather taught as far as schooling, or what kind of social spaces you were in, football team, basketball team, Girl Scouts, Double Dutch. I really don't know. I don't know many of you unless you're my clients that deep. So I don't know if anybody ever expressed that to you. You are priceless. Know your worth. Know your worth. Know yourself. Have knowledge of self, and then you will understand that. You will begin to manifest that, and you will know how dangerous it is for you out here. It's very dangerous, because at any given time, any one of you, that switch could go off, and you, okay, you could be the next. You could be the one that leads groups of hundreds and thousands into the next phase of political and social struggle. Any one of you. But you have to understand that. You gotta know that. You can never underestimate who you are. G-Rock, salute. You can never do that. So I have to make sure that that's right here. Every class, you understand that. I am valuable. The old face cannot put a price on how important you are in the grand scheme of everything, of science, of math, of our connection to the universe. They don't have a clue. Though they try to act like they do, but you need to know that. This way, when you are moving about, you're not going to get caught up. And this is something that this young man, right, Tyree Nichols, young man, young father, like, come on, man, a young son. And many of ours, they don't get it. They don't understand their value because we have been conditioned to think of ourselves and on the lowest scales possible. I mean, come on, I accomplished everything that society deems successful prior to getting to bed. Most people haven't done the things I've done. Most people haven't graduated high school and then graduated from it early. Most people weren't a nursing student in college. Most people never went into service and was honorably discharged. They just wasn't. Those things are accomplishments, great accomplishments for some people. So I did all that, and still, because I diminished my worth in my own eyes, still ended up in the jail system. Because that's how quick it is. That's how fast these things, once we're conditioned, can happen. So many of our men and women run around in these streets, run around outside, right? Aimless, without a clue. Without a clue. Aimless. They do not understand how valuable they are because nobody tells them. Nobody puts that equation in front of them. They just don't. I don't care what you read, what you see. No one physically sits them down and explains this to them, even in certain doctrines that we follow. You understand? If it isn't broken down for you and to you in a way that you can comprehend and make that connection, you'll miss it. I see people miss it for years. So I have to keep telling you that. Nah, come back. All 10 fingers and 10 toes all the time. Watch how you move. You gotta, and so ironic, but you have to have cop eyes. You understand? That's one thing that we did when we were running around throwing that hammer, backing people down, backing institutions down. We had what we call cop eyes, that we seen police coming, that we looked at people the way a soldier would, the way military, the way others are trained. That's how we move in the street, to see everything and anything. And that's what you have to do, because other than that, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. And I believe Tyree Nichols definitely wasn't aware of his value. He just wasn't aware, right? Because these situations, though it seems like they aren't avoidable, most of them are. Let's get to the paperwork. May 7th. May 7th. While we at it, my sister-in-law's birthday is still popping off. So Letitia, happy born day. That's our resident psychologist. Yeah, double master's degree and all that. Happy born day. May 7th, a jury in Tennessee State Court on Wednesday acquitted 3 former Memphis police officers of second-degree murder and all other charges in the 2023 beating unalivement of black motorist Tyree Nichols. I'm so tired of the black motorist title. When we came up, being in the car was safe. That's ironic, isn't it? Because when you in NYC in the boroughs, if you on feet and you got enemies, bandits, or officers, your job was to get enough bread so you could get out of the street, so you could consistently take cabs wherever you needed to go. Got old enough and, was taught, got your license, and got you a little piece of a whip. Because that whip kept you off of the street, off of the buses, off of the trains, out of the cabs, and allowed you to be mobile. And you had all your paperwork and all that. You really wasn't getting stopped like that. You really wasn't. Nowadays, being in a whip, and man, you ending up getting unalive. Like, is this black motorist? This is the profile. The same way them old fake white boys is the profile for mass shootings. This is it right here. Motorist, motorist, motorist. If it's not a motorist, it's a rapper. You understand? The all-white jury, which was chosen from out of town, deliberated about 8.5 hours before finding Tadarius Bean, Demetrius Haley, and Justin Smith not guilty of murder, aggravated assault, aggravated kidnapping, official misconduct, and official oppression. That's a charge in Tennessee, huh? Official oppression. Wow. Crazy. All 5 officers charged in the case are black. 2 previously pleaded guilty and testified against their former colleagues. Excuse me. Now, this is what I can't get. These 2 pled guilty, ratted, told, and the jury came back with an acquittal in 8.5 hours? That shit sounds crazy. For a case like that, come on. I mean, tired, y'all. I'm exhausted. But I know that we have to keep building, keep focused conversation so we can move different. Because this, I told you last year, like I told you 3 years ago, like I told you 10 years ago, this is just a symptom. And we're going to consistently suffer pains and illness related to the symptom of oppression, symptom of white supremacy and capitalism. This is a symptom, a casualty of their foot soldiers, right? Unaliving melanated bodies. That's a symptom. Now, it's triggering and we can consistently attack that symptom, but we won't get rid of the illness. You understand? But let's continue. These dudes told they were part of the abuse. They were part of the beating. They told. They turned states and actually told. And the jury still acquitted them? Oh my goodness. It's a headache. It's a headache. But now you understand Micah Johnson. Now you understand Rodney. You get it? Now, people may call it spazzing out. Some people may call it crashing out. Some people may have a different terminology for it. But when you come from a position of thought, and when those thoughts collide, when thoughts collide with spirit and they manifest physically through action, that is what you get. You get Rodney. Because, come on, what is it going to take? What does somebody have to say? Again, I know for an absolute fact that I'm not Malcolm. I'm not Stokely. I'm not Bobby Seale. I'm not Eldridge. Definitely not Fred Hampton. I know these things. And if these individuals, with their work, with their speeches, with how they move, was not able to galvanize our people to a space where they were all prepared and ready to engage, who am I? I often wondered that. I often wonder, what if Malcolm had made that call? Yo, listen, arm up. I always wonder that. And what was the hesitation on that? Once you are in a certain position and with certain numbers, at what point are you going to make that call? Because I told you, they are on code. Whitey's on code. All of a sudden, the Karen interactions have exploded, okay? The police have been a little bit handsy, extra handsy in the last couple of months. They're on code. They're on code. Their aim is to unalive as many of us as possible. So now, let's continue. Nichols, 29, an aspiring photographer, avid skateboarder, and father of a young son, was severely beaten by police on January 7th, 2023, following a traffic stop near his home, and succumbed to those wounds in a hospital 3 days later. Now, not only did these cops testify on each other, there's video footage. Video footage they told on each other, and they were still acquitted. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm playing. The Puffs are coming home, I guarantee. I'm telling you. Y'all think I'm playing. If the only thing that might hold him up is them guns. Anything else he would beat. Anything else he would beat. Watch what I tell you. Mark my words. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because there's no way video and they told on each other. Let's continue. Police video showed 5 black officers who who were members of the since disbanded Scorpion Street Crimes Detective Unit, kicking, punching, pepper spraying, and striking Nichols with a baton as he cried out for his mother. As he cried out for his mother. So you mean to tell me that the jury can watch a video of this man getting beat and pummeled to death, and the coroner is saying that this was the cause of death? The co-defendants told and testified, and y'all still get it wrong? Now, it said the jury wasn't from a jury pool in Memphis. They went, in Memphis. They went over to Chattanooga and somehow ended up with an all-white jury. However, if it's an all-white jury, you would believe that they wouldn't be so inclined to make sure black officers who at any given time would arrest them get acquitted on this. You see the tape? You mean to tell me that there is a beating, an expert who says that this beating by these people caused this man to be unalive, and the jury still said, for black cops? Y'all, I don't get it. However, let's continue. Thursday's verdict came days after Republican President Donald T. Trizzle Trump issued an executive order that called for strengthening and unleashing America's law enforcement while condemning efforts to demonize law enforcement and impose legal and political handcuffs. Okay? This is where we at with it. All right? He's telling them, go do what y'all do. And go do what you do is what? Is a call to activate. It's a call to activate. Just that simple. Call to activate. So maybe. No, but they're not done. I don't want y'all to think they're done. Okay? The 3 men acquitted on state criminal charges on Thursday drew a mixed verdict when they stood trial in federal court last year. They were convicted of witness tampering in the case, but cleared of charges that carried the potential for a life prison sentence. One of them, Haley, was found guilty on 2 counts of the lesser charge of deprivation of rights resulting in bodily injury, punishable by up to 10 years in prison. 2 other former officers involved in the beating pleaded guilty to state and federal charges and testified against their former colleagues in both cases. They have yet to be formally sentenced, but reached deals with prosecutors that their terms are not to exceed 40 and 15 years respectively. So those 2 is going down definitely in the feds. You understand? But however you call it, we don't get a win for that. We don't get no wins for that. So what do? What is the answer? How do we prevent ourselves or our loved ones from being the next Tyree Nichols, the next Eric Garner, the next Akai Gurley, and on and on and on? The next Sandra Bland. You understand? What do we do? How do we do it? And I tell you all the time, the thoughts, you have to think differently. You have to move differently. You have to read differently. Value yourself. And know that at any given time, any given time, any one of us could be breaking the law. And in this day and age, breaking the law could end up being a death sentence. Could end up being a death sentence. Right? Sandra Bland was a motorist who they was familiar with. Like there's always backstories and extras. But she didn't make it home. You get what I'm saying? A lot of them didn't make it home. I want you all to consistently, I'm telling you, get your reading up, get your understanding up, not in a panic state. Just understand who you are and how valuable you are to yourself, to your family, to your community. You dig? That's what you have to do. It's not enough to know your enemy. It's not enough to be conscious. It's not. It's not enough. I'm telling you that right now. It's not enough. You have to be a soldier. You have to be an expert when it comes to this. You have to have the same pair of eyes that they have. You have to see when they lurking. You have to know and understand when you're supposed to move out of the way. You have to know when to not engage with people who bring about police contact. It's just disheartening. And no matter how hard I go, no matter how many times I come on, people don't get it. People don't get it. They fall short every time when it comes to this, when it comes to us, when it comes to trying to make sense of what they did, what they deem justice. Okay? Okay? We got a lot of work to do. I don't want any of y'all to crash out, spaz out. No, we have to be determined. We have to be intelligent. We have to be strategic. But we got to get that work in. We do. I don't know if it's because I'm tired or it's this hot. It is hot. Y'all got to excuse me. Y'all got to see these grays tonight. It's hot for some reason. It's hot. I'm tired. That's what it is. Y'all want to see these grays tonight, damn it. Okay? So, to the family, to the Nichols family, we send our deepest condolences once again. Yeah, we send our deepest condolences once again. We send the universal strength of healing. Okay? Because, man, I don't understand you getting mixed verdicts. I don't get it. I don't get a quick verdict All white jury, huh? Mm-mm-mm. Again, don't be triggered, y'all. Be strategic. Kizzy. Kizzy spit in the cup. Mm-hmm. Rodney Hinton Jr. stepped on the gas pedal. It all counts. It all counts. But I am recognizing that. I'm just a little exhausted. So I'm going to watch my language. Okay? Because I don't want to get I don't want to get any strikes on the channel. But trust and believe, we getting ready to go in. I'm going to go in a few. All right? All these little previous classes has been nothing. I told y'all that it is time for me to be very direct and for us to be very direct and specific. You dig? Now, yeah. I don't need, I understand. There's no need to be triggered. And if you're that triggered and if you're that angry and enraged to that degree, book an assessment, get you some sessions in so we can balance yourself off a little bit. Okay? We have to do that. I don't need y'all to do that. I don't need a Micah Johnson. We don't. We don't. You understand? If it's not 1,000, then we don't need it. 1 or 2 ain't gonna get it. You understand? It's not gonna get it. We need thousands. Okay? Now, I told y'all a few months ago something was wrong with Smokey Robinson. I told y'all that. Y'all didn't listen to me. Nah, Bliz, leave him alone. He the elder. Nah, Bliz, you wildin'. Nah, Smokey. Yes, Smokey. I told y'all that shit. I told you when he came out snitching and talking on his man that he ran up in Diana Ross. I said, yo, something wrong with this dude, man. He ain't writing exact. But y'all encouraged him. Y'all encouraged his bullshit. Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. You did it. Nah, he got an album come out. Nah, we going to the show. Y'all went to the show. Y'all went to the shows. Yeah, you did. You bought that little nasty album because the album is nasty. And y'all went. And I said, yo, nah, chill. Something ain't right with this dude, man. Look at him. He's on Good Morning America doing a hoochie. And y'all encouraged him. I watched about 30 TikToks before I even decided to make this an aiming class. And every TikTok, whoever had the camera was saying, ooh, I can't believe he 83. Ooh, I can't believe he 84. Go ahead, Smokey. Go ahead. Encouraging, playing with that old ass man. I keep telling y'all, stop playing with these old men. They dirty and nasty. And he grinding the air. And I see her and all this coochie and grinding. I said, yo, something ain't right. Something ain't right, but y'all encouraged it. Y'all encouraged it. No. Let him do his thing. I said, okay. Why he talking about the boss like that? She's somewhere minding her business. He telling the world he's knocked it down. I said it. I said, yo, this is Grippergate here. I said, your man Smokey ain't writing exact. Because, shit, I'm 56. I don't talk about my conquest. You'll never hear me say that. And I done had a whole lot. Fine women folk. Women folk set this planet on fire. Bad. Yeah, I had a lot. It ain't for me to discuss. He discussed on not only Diana Ross, the icon, he told. Mecca, much appreciation, Mecca. We see you, Queen, for funding the war effort. He told on a friend. He told on a label mate. That was his friend, his label mate. She done got grandkids. She done been married twice over. He telling, yeah, I knocked that down. For what? I said, something ain't right. See, because back then, Grippergate was real. Yeah. Diana Ross and them went through. You see what they did to old Tammy Terrell? I gave y'all the whole bill. And James Brown and him found this. Smokey and him found this. Now look at this. Now look at Smokey. Yeah, y'all kept it up, right? The tears of a cloud. He doing all this old shit, shimmying, and y'all's encouraging. Y'all made him go viral. So now look, let's get to the paperwork. 4 anonymous housekeepers are suing Motown legend Smokey Robinson for $50 million, accusing him of SAs. Oh, man. Now, Cookie, you gonna believe it. Because they be taking all type of medicine. ODB said it, taking all type of medicine. Your ass thought you was better than? Yeah. And y'all gave Smokey them blue ass pills and them blue chews and all that other weirdness. And he acts slow. You may have seen him at a slow concert, but some of them concerts, he going hard. Yeah. Now on stage, the slow is very different than when you in his house, slow. He get fast as a motherfucker at home after a few hours rest. Yeah. Them elders, them older men ain't that slow in the house. Where he know where everything at. And you just a cleaning and you, let's get back to the paperwork, because y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all ain't here trying to distract me. Cookie, you don't believe it, you better believe it. Yeah, let's get to it. A complaint filed in Los Angeles Superior Court accuses the 85-year-old of sexual battery, false imprisonment, negligence, and gender violence, in addition to a number of labor violations related to wages, breaks, meal times, and overtime pay. So he done took the grippers and made you work overtime? Damn, Smokey. Shh. The lawsuit also names Robinson's wife, Frances Robinson, claiming she contributed to a hostile work environment and used ethnically pejorative words and language. Man, the wife too? Huh? This is where we going? This is where we going? You and the wife? Dastardly. Hold on now. Oh, man. See? Class was light. Somebody go to Facebook for me and damn, I didn't. Oh, man. See? I knew I was exhausted. I didn't even invite Facebook. Oh, man. Yeah, well, they'll catch it on the replay. And when you catch it on the replay, you can still fund the war effort. Don't act like you just got to be here. Because a lot of people be here and they don't. So when you doing it and you on the replay, you hear what we say. The replay is exact. It ain't edited. Ain't nothing taken out. So yeah, okay? Have you seen her? And all that shit. Yeah, keep that in mind now. Let's go. Representatives for the Robinsons did not comment immediately. Respond to requests for comment, and the accusations could not be independently verified. But yeah, Robinson's reputation and stature was an was an intimidating factor for his accusers, who were made to feel powerless, their lawyer said at a press conference in Los Angeles. Powerless. How can you make somebody feel powerless over their own grippers? That's what we doing? Huh? That's what we doing? We feeling powerless now over your own grippers? Wait a minute. This is mine. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Let's finish. They are Hispanic women who were employed by the Robinsons, earning below minimum wages, said John Harris. As low-wage women in vulnerable positions, they lack the resources and options necessary to protect themselves from SAs. So this is what happened. This is what's going on, Smokey. Mr. Icon, Mr. Motown, Mr. I wrote all these hits. You hiring, huh? You hiring undocumented? You hiring people who language deficient and then you not paying them? But you taking their grippers? You know that's no good. You know they going to tell. Son, how you going to not pay them, have them in the crib, washing tubs, washing clothes, vacuuming, dusting, out there doing yard work, and when they come to get their little meal or their little break, you your old ass putting on the Motown songs and ain't no mountain high enough and taking grippers. You wildin', Smokey. You too old for that. And that never ceased to amaze me, the way these women come to the concerts and stuff, the way them elders that grew up with you. You are a international icon. You can't get no free grippers, Smokey. And, damn it, you light-skinned. Yeah. You been in style since like the 20s. You been in the style since like Cab Calloway and them. You got the complexion, man. And you taking grippers? You are the ultimate. You the first light-skinned brother. You, Smokey. Wasn't nobody before Smokey? Who was before Smokey? You show me who was before Smokey. Smokey is light-skinned magic. He's the prototype. Smokey. That's who started it all. Smokey. Yeah, he the one that let the floodgates open. From Smokey, you get everybody else. You get Lionel Richie and shit. You get the brother from the Dell and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Right? You get Prince, you get everybody after that. Al B. Shore and goddamn it, Christopher Williams and everybody come from Smokey Tree. He's the prototype. Smokey. And he out here taking grippers? Come on, man. Come on, man. Not you, Smokey. Not you. You all Mister. You OG light skin. I'm telling you. My grandmama on my mama's side. Her boyfriend, I couldn't stand his ass neither. I hated him. But he looked just like Smokey because my grandmother loved Smokey. But he wasn't Smokey. He was Mailman. I couldn't stand that motherfucker. I couldn't stand him. I swear I couldn't. I ain't like how he talked to me or nothing. I don't like that shit. Yeah, man. They used to be drinking that damn scotch and milk. Pity pat parties every weekend. I knew everybody drink. I had to make everybody drink as a kid. This one drank that scotch and milk. This one had vodka orange juice. This one wanted beer. I knew everybody drank. And they be playing them damn songs from Friday to Sunday. From Friday to Sunday. And they love damn Smokey. You understand that? Yeah, he paved the way. Let's continue. The women are suing under the pseudonyms Jane Doe 1, 2, 3, and 4 due to the sexual misconduct allegations, including scrapes being leveled against the musician. 3 are former housekeepers, and 1 was the singer's personal assistant, cook, and hairdresser. So they cooking. Like I said, she's cooking for you. She's your assistant. She doing your hair. And you taking grippers. You manhandle. What is that? What is that? Huh? She got to make sure your food is right. She making sure your curly ass hair is right and exact. So you could go out there and be the iconic light-skinned legend, and she can't even feel safe around you. You pulling and tugging at her goddamn panty drawers every day, and the wife is right there. Let's continue. In the lawsuit, all 4 women claim that Robinson would summon them to various areas of his properties in Chatsworth, Bell Canyon, and Las Vegas at times when his wife was away. Yeah, go on out there. I need you to go speak to Barry. Yeah, speak to Barry Gordy. He got them checks for me because they've been singing our songs at that Broadway. Tell him I want my money. Go ahead, you go ahead. No, I'm gonna be all right. Just go ahead. Yeah. Had them women terrified. They didn't want the wife to go away. Now, damn it, because now you know them dudes from the 40s and the 50s and 60s, they light with their hands. They DV. They ain't even domestic violence. Those men are straight up batterers. If I had them, they would come to class as batterers because they need special therapy. Yeah, Rick James and James Brown and yeah, all of them boys, that era, them dudes will whip your ass. Anybody, any woman they went with, them dudes went through hell. Yeah, David Ruffin and all of them, those old dudes. those old dudes whip they woman ass. Yeah. Let's continue. Sometimes, now this shit here, this right here, this take the cake. Cause I'm looking at him on stage doing all that. Have you seen her? And all that. Looking crazy. This though, sometimes emerging naked from a shower, he forced them to have various types of S over a number of years. Starting in 2006, the lawsuit alleges. So he just coming out. Have you seen her? Have you seen this? Huh? Have you seen? Get over here, Maria. Have you seen this? Yeah, I know you have. Yeah. You want to see it again later? And he get to walking and stepping. This is what it says right here. Jane Doe's 1, 3, and 4 all allege Robinson essayed them in the blue bedroom of his Chatsworth residence, claiming he would lay down a towel to protect the bed sheets prior to the assaults. So he got the program down pat. Yeah. Put the bed sheet down. Put it down. Consuela. Get the bed sheet from Maria. Yeah. No. You go to the blue room. You go fix my drink. This is the type of madness this dude had going on. Okay? This is what he was doing. Jane Doe number 2's allegations state that Robinson scraped her up in the laundry room and garage. The laundry room and the garage of his Chatsworth residence, where closed circuit cameras were unable to see. Unable to see. Serious, Smokey? In the garage. And on the garage. Get on the hood. You heard, get on the hood. That's what we doing, Smokey? Peace, much appreciation for the super chat, YouTube. Disciple gang leader, what's going on? Yeah, this is what they do. Okay? Now, the woman, all of them, the woman claimed that during the alleged assaults, Robinson, Smokey, used physical barriers of threats and force to prevent them from fleeing. Where you going? Huh? Okay? Okay, listen now. The lawsuit also includes several allegations of workplace violations. All 4 women say they worked 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, without being paid minimum wage or overtime. They also claim they have worked holidays without receiving holiday rate. According to the lawsuit, the employees all quit because of the alleged misconduct in hostile work environment. No police reports or criminal charges have been filed against the musician. Okay? A spokesperson for the Los Angeles County District Attorney said the woman's claims were not under review because law enforcement had not presented a case. This is dastardly work. I'm talking about to the nth degree. Young man was wilding out, but y'all encouraged it. Y'all kept saying, oh, Smokey look good. Yeah, he's still doing his thing for his age. He got a nice show, too. Yeah, y'all encouraged it. Look at what he was doing. This is years. This just ain't happened. They talking about this man been getting busy. Hold on, let's continue. Come on now. Wearing masks to protect their privacy, 3 of the women appeared in person at a news conference in Los Angeles. A 4th attended remotely. They were Hispanic women employed as housekeepers earning below minimum wages. As low-wage workers in vulnerable positions, they lacked the resources and options to protect themselves. Okay? They did not come forward previously because they feared missing a paycheck. Some of the plaintiffs worked for Robinson at the same time, though they were too embarrassed to reveal the alleged assaults. Breaking that silence prompted an avalanche of emotion. That's just dastardly. That's just foul. Dang, that's Bliz Johnson without the bars. Yeah. Smokey. Listen, y'all may have y'all opinions about Bill Cosby. Did he do it? Didn't he do it? He gave him a drug. What they say, the old school quaaludes and all that. So they were asleep. Not meaning anything by it, not lessening the impact of what happened when they were asleep. The puffster had people sniffed up on all type of weird drugs and all that. Half of the time, dudes didn't know till they woke up and their grippers were sore. Yeah, drugs was involved in all that. Not lessening the impact, but maybe the struggle wasn't as bad as old Smokey here. He ain't give him no drugs. He had them tired and overworked. And man, he might have did some things. And they were sober. That sober pain is real different than the drunk pain. Somebody could punch you in your head when you drunk. You won't feel it. You won't notice it. Because you're drunk. I done beat many drunk people up. They don't know. They ain't remember. They ain't do nothing. High and drunk. But sober? Anybody you punch in the face and they sober, they know. Yeah, they know. They feel that pain immediately. Oh, Smokey was foul. He ain't even want to give them nothing. He just took it. That's crazy. The suit alleges that Robinson assaulted one woman at least 23 times from May 2014 to February 2020, often in places in his home without security cameras. The suit alleges that he assaulted another former employee at least 20 times during the 12 years she worked for him, beginning in 2012. According to the suit, Robinson would force her into his bedroom and perform a ritual of leaving his bathroom naked or nearly naked. This motherfucker, god damn, he old school. This dude is, ooh-wee. I'm trying to figure, listen, I got shame because I don't think this is right. You know what I'm saying? His ass is 85, talking about coming out naked. That, ooh-wee. What kind of conceited shit is that? I thought you must be good to be light skinned. It must be good, god damn it. You 85 and you coming out the shower just naked, just out. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Yeah, that's your man's. That's your man's. Yeah, ain't that? That's your man's, huh? I tell you. When the other housekeepers would leave the residence, defendant Smokey Robinson would summon her to his blue bedroom while sitting naked on the bed. He would then lock the door and place a towel on the bed. After doing so, he would pull number four's clothes off and against her protestations, push her down on the bed and proceed to do what he wanted to do. Smokey. Okay? Yeah, quiet storm music. Robinson, check this out, there's 135 of y'all in the building, and I appreciate that because I damn sure forgot to hit everybody on Messenger. Check this out now. Robinson never wore protection during the assaults, according to the lawsuit. He ain't even grip up. He ain't even strap up. That old 85-year-old, he just on his old dirty. Ooh, baby. And you see he made the rap song, so he think he know hip-hop. So, ooh, baby. In his Smokey Robinson voice. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, ooh, baby, I like it raw. Wowing. Put his ass in jail. In addition to losing their incomes, the suit says the plaintiffs did not report Robinson to authorities for fear of reprisal and public embarrassment. 3 said they were worried about possible adverse effects on their immigration statuses. He going down. You know, had these people thinking that you was Ice Smokey, Smokey Ice Robinson, the Ice Man. Yeah, Smokey, you a nasty ass old man. In-house, though. I guess he wanted some in-house. He gonna pay for that shit now. Yeah. But when I told y'all last class, when I mentioned him, I said his album was a little weird. Y'all didn't listen to me. Y'all didn't listen to me. Don't come in here saying you did. Y'all didn't listen to me. I said, yo, son, y'all need to sit him down. I got him performing. He looking wild. He got on shoes. He got on his slacks. He dancing. But we got the title listings of the last album. Title number 1, Gasms. Gasms. Number 2, how you make me feel. Number 3, I want to know your body. Damn, Smokey. It's only 3 songs and I want to know your body. Here go the real Grippergate song. I keep calling you, but your ass don't answer. Yeah. Number 5, roll around. Roll around. What? The garage? The laundry room? I think not, Smokey. Number 6, beside you. Number 7, if we don't have each other. Damn, Smokey. Hold on. Number 8, you fill me up. And number 9, I fit in there. Yeah. Smokey said he fit in there. Y'all think I'm playing. But I told y'all that the last class I ain't playing, they go to track listed right there. Yeah, yeah. Come to get y'all granddad, man. Where his kids at? God damn it, Smokey. You ruined the legacy, Smokey. You ruined it. Yeah. Y'all didn't listen. Y'all didn't listen. Oh well, now you see, Grippergate started way back then. Yeah, 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 way back then. That's your man. Going down, going raw. Just taking shit, just coming out the shower naked. How you going to work around that? Month after month, year after year. That you know at any given time, this man could come out his damn shower naked and just sit on the bed. The fuck is you doing? What is you doing? You don't put your, and then you, I don't know. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. If they Latina and they in Los Angeles, they Mexican. They should have some homeboys or somebody to come put the beats to them. This old ass man, you let an old dad take your Griffith. He must be stronger than the motherfucker. Got to be. He closing, locking doors, blue rooms and all that. Nah, Smokey, you out of pocket. You way out of pocket. Nasty bastard, you out of pocket. Superstar, icon, Mr. Motown himself. How much strength he got? How much strength he got? He 85. Yeah, I don't want to do that because people think that because I'm a certain age, I ain't got no strength. So we don't know. Yeah, you right. We don't know how much strength Smokey got. He ain't got these, though. I know that for a fact. They supposed to be able to get up off them. Something. Unless they old Marias themselves. They them old Consuelas and all that. You know? Yeah. Yeah, they must be a little bit old. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Yeah. We do know he wears shoes, though. He grabbing you up in them shoes. You can't get away from that. One of them should have had to take the ultimate ass whipping for the team. One of y'all should have hooked on him. Somebody. Y'all going to work every day. Y'all don't call the essays of nobody. Shit. Couldn't have been New York City. See, they do that weird shit out there, LA and Vegas and all that. New York City, my meat then would have whooped that ass. Somebody would have came through. Yeah. Somebody would have came through. And that's for real. That's for real. You said Smokey was a dandy. Yeah, he probably do got a little dandy in him. Nah, he wasn't looking like no dandy in that rap video. I could put his goddamn little nasty ass dread braids or whatever the hell that was, and he was he was doing it too. Gang banging, smoking that weed, drinking that wine, gang banging, Yeah, get the. He wasn't no dandy in that shit. He was down with the homeboys, smoking that weed, drinking that wine, gang banging. I should have sat his ass down then. That's when he probably met the people. Yeah, on the video shoot, they probably was giving him blue chews and all that. They got him wowing in his hips. Yeah, yeah. All right, man, I'm tired of Smokey. I got to go because I know how y'all get. I know how y'all get. So we gonna move on now. Talk to some other weirdo. We gotta talk about this other weirdo, but we know them old faces weird. But I'm speaking on the old faith because y'all believe in old faith values. Y'all believe in the music industry. Y'all believe in Hollywood. Y'all believe in the Constitution and success and Wall Street and investments and all that and billionaires and stuff like that. Y'all believe in that shit. So we got to show y'all once again in this class, stop messing with the old face because they be lying. They be lying. But y'all want to be like them. Rick Ross, Chicken Boss, said you can't be afraid to go in a room full of white folk and tell them your dreams. And I keep telling you, they're going to make your dreams come true. When you get touched by an Ofe, and you know where they like to touch you, you're going to get your dreams fulfilled. Yeah. But you believing in these people and their images, and they lying. Let's go to the notes. Because billionaire 4 times over, billionaire. Do y'all hear me? Billionaire. Billionaire Barry Diller. Ooh-wee. Has come out as Roy G. Biv. Even though he is married to Diane von Furstenberg. Yeah. Yeah. Fashion icon. Man. 83 years old. He said, you know what? God damn it. It's time for me to live my truth. Now, people actually look up to this dude, black folk, because he's been a part of the Hollywood and television industries for a long time. A lot of companies, a lot of productions, a lot of stuff. Yeah. And they thought that he was a married man. Right? I keep telling y'all about that shit. Y'all don't know what goes on. Stop making that judgment call. Stop saying, yo, son, I like her. She married. Yo, he married. Yo, this. Y'all don't know what's going on. You don't. You don't. You don't. You don't. And then you don't know the institution of marriage because white folk gave it to you. They gave you all these things that you follow so dearly, follow so perfectly, that you don't even know your own value systems, your own fables, your own ways of socializing, because you listen to white folk. They gave you a Bible, they gave you an economic system, they employ you, and they tell you that this is how you're supposed to live. Okay? This is how you're supposed to live. But what happens? They not living like that. This man, just like Clive Davis, just like the Puffster, just like so many others in Hollywood and in TV land, sweet. Roy G. Biv. Twinkie feeling. Yeah. But he had this woman on his arm, and I know she knew. She knew, but somehow they did it and they made it work for them. Now, this may be news to us, but the old fake didn't know about it. They even knew about it when they were doing the press runs and interviews for the book that they're just talking about today. You understand? They knew about it months ago. But today they decided, because the book is out and he is confirming it, weird. Okay? The media, let's check this out. Let's check this out. The media has speculated on Diller's sexual orientation. As reported in 2005, Disney Michael Eisner sent a confidential letter to the Walt Disney Company Board of Directors in 1997 during its search for a successor to Eisner. Here goes the letter. Pressed by the board to name a successor, Michael Eisner cited the entertainment executive Barry Diller, but then wrote a confidential letter to the board saying that the fact he is a homosexual should have no weight, which at the time all but guaranteed Mr. Diller would never succeed him, right? This is what was going on. He was trying to become top dog at Disney. However, and that was in 97, in 2005. Now, however, in another magazine wrote in 2001 that Diller is often referred to as bisexual, stating that he has lived most of his adult life as a more or less openly gay man, but also that his relationship with Diane von Furstenberg is said to be a warm and genuine one. But they walk these people through the elites, right? Socialite settings, Met Galas, all type of foundations, the Helena Rubinstein Foundation, Cartier Foundation, all these big top dog, the Oscars and all that. And y'all looking at him as a married old fay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this dude is Roy G. Biv. So now you see where the puffs to get it from. This shit is a system, a way of life, as normal as breathing. It goes from Hollywood, like I told y'all, Hollywood, to television, to the recording industry, records and the such, music. That's the levels. So if all of them up there is closeted old fay men, how you think these dudes is getting record deals worth millions and millions of dollars? Why do you think they gave him that initially? Off the rip, Diddy got $5 million from Clive Davis, off the rip. Who else got? Nobody else was getting that. Nobody. Dudes really wasn't moving like that. Diddy was the first one to have record label, right? So they was following them. Ofe said, let me tell you something in the blue room. Come to my house, young man. Let me show you how to live. You really gonna, really, Mr. Executive CEO, man? You want me to come? Yeah, come on, don't worry about it. But don't bring your friends. Just come, I'm inviting you. so you can see what's attainable to you if you keep your nose clean in the music industry. Come on to the house. And they get to the house, and the more old phase start telling them, listen, I don't think it's going to work out. You know, we invested a lot in your company, and you haven't produced a hit. And them dudes got to shaking and thinking about the millions. Sir, I appreciate the opportunity. I mean, what else could I do to prove myself? Come into the, you know, come on over to the blue room. And they wore tail out. Jermaine Dupri, Pharrell, Timberland, Diddy. If it happened to Diddy, it happened to everybody else under him. That's how it worked. And boy, them boys was going to them blue rooms. See, Smokey got one. All them old dudes got it. So Smokey got one. You damn sure know Jimmy Iovine got a blue room. Jeffrey Katzenberg and all them got a blue room. Yeah. Take them rap dudes there. Yeah. Yeah, wear them out. Wear they tail out. Yeah. But let's continue. Let's continue so y'all can stay away from the old phase like I tell y'all all the time. Now, this is what get me. We had them Swedish and Turkish bathhouses. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all that. Now, this is what they're claiming his philanthropy is, right? His give back. In 2011, the Diller von Furstenberg Family Foundation announced a donation of $20 million to support the completion of the High Line Park in Manhattan. In 2012, Diller donated $30 million to the Hollywood Fund, which provides health and social care to retired individuals from the show business world. Now, I wonder if he's going to donate to Homie. Y'all seen Homie today? The one that was on, what was Raven Simone show? What's the name of that show? I don't know. Is it That So Raven? Well, her pops, the pops on the show is twisted. That's some type of pancreatitis or something. And he got a GoFundMe. So I wonder if he was retired or was he still working? Can he get some money for his benefits and his health? Yeah, that's the name. Thank you, Bernadette. Yeah, Rondell Sheridan. Yeah, he was twisted. Did he get some of this money? Or is this just for the old phase? In 2015, Diller and his wife committed to donate $260 million toward Little Island, a public park and performance space on a reconstructed Pier 55 in the Hudson River in New York City. This is what they do. They don't come to the inner hoods. We don't get shit for watching their movies, watching their TV shows, nothing. But your black entertainers put you in their direction. Like, yo, here, now look at them. I'm an actor, but these dudes are directors and writers. These are producers, executive producers. They own it. This is what it is. We don't get nothing from that. But we measure our success. We value what they value. And they fronting. This dude presents himself as a man. He married. And now he, all of a sudden, now, you tell the world you a fruitcake? Come on, y'all. Invest in ourselves. Let us start paying more attention to ourselves and not ours who run and cloak themselves in the eyes of white folk. We're not talking about that. You dig? But she knew. On a personal front, Diller has been married to fashion icon Diane von Furstenberg since 2001. Despite decades-long media speculation about the unconventional nature of their relationship, sort of Will and Jada-ish, you know what I'm saying? In fact, in 2013, she was asked about their marriage, which the interviewer noted, quote unquote, there's a lot of curiosity about, including the fact that the two were living in different homes. I don't understand what is there to understand, von Furstenberg replied at the time. At times, we were separated. At times, we were only friends. At times, we were lovers. At times, we're husband and wife. That's our life. That's how the old faith give it up. Y'all the only ones that in here trying to unalive people. You my wife. I don't want you talking to nobody. You can't post online. You can't do this. You can't do that. Unaliving chicks. You seen the 18-year-old dude unalive himself because the girl broke up with him and all type of weirdness. Girls telling dude, you can't look over there. You can... And I'm trying to figure out where y'all get these values from. What kind of shit y'all believing in? And the first thing they throw in the Bible said, that the people said that this is marriage, and my mama said, that shit out of here. What do you say? What do you believe in? What is the doctrine that you follow? And why? I mean, some inherited shit because somebody else told you. Because we tell you to love yourself, you don't believe us. We tell you to fight for liberation, you don't do that. So who's the they? Where you getting this shit from? You ain't getting it from Whitey, because this ain't new. Rock Hudson had broads around him. All them little sweet old face had broads around him. Andy Warhol, all of them fronted to a space where you would believe that, yeah, it's a regular old white dude, not knowing he taking more than the wife. He eating eggplants and getting his grippers oiled up and all that. But y'all would look at him, oh, he's a billionaire. And that's how come your melanated men is running around trying to emulate these dudes, going on yachts, getting drunk bro hugs from the back and all that weird shit. That's what it is, though. That's what it is. So, again, it's 1 o'clock. I got things to do. Y'all got things to do. C. Blaze got to get some rest. Tierra got to get some rest. Marshy got to get some rest. Drea got to get some rest. Yeah. Yeah, everybody got to get a little rest. We all got work we got to do. But I keep telling you, guard your mind. Guard your mind. All right? Guard your mind. And if you need help, please reach out. You're not alone. Reach out. You dig what I'm saying? Because all this bizarro shit is going to stress people out. It's going to stress people out. And the ones that you help the most appreciate it the least. I'm telling you, I learn new shit every day. Every day. And you should too. You should too. Learn something about yourself and others every day. Yeah. You did? You working graveyard shift, G-Rock? You better get your ass out the graveyard. Yeah, man. There's zombies running around, Jack. And get your ass up into the goddamn booth somewhere. Somewhere. You get the graveyard shift. Late night. Hey, get your ass home. You know how cough it is after dark. Shit. I seen colors. God damn it. Yeah. Anyway, listen, y'all come back to class. All right? Yeah, y'all come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Be on point. Be on point for real, for real. Watch everything. Watch everyone. You're a soldier and you're valuable. We need you. They don't. So make sure you don't get into no bullshit. All right? Yeah, classroom assistants, much appreciate you for holding it down. Got on my Molly. This is my Molly merch t-shirt. Damn, that's kind of, damn, Bliz, that shit kind of brolic. You kind of stretching it out there a little bit. What is this, a 2X? Let me find out. What is this, a 2X? Let me find out. Yeah, let me find out. See, them traps be sitting up. Let me find out. Yeah, anyway, listen. Truckers, get home safe. None of the rest stop dots. Get home safe. Get your load, get back, get home. All right? You dig what I'm saying? My paperwork is good. Yours should be too. All right? Much love to all of the people that struggle. We'll be back. It won't be the same bad time and it won't be the same channel, but we'll be back. Okay? We love you too, Cookie. Just as long as you ain't acting like Cookie Lions, goddamn it. No. Be the sweet Cookie. Don't be Cookie Lions up in here, damn it. Yeah. All right? All right? Y'all get back. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all get back to class safe, all right? And if y'all related to Smokey, man, call the rest of the family. Well, maybe it's too late now. He gonna have to get up off that 50 mil. As you see, they're coming after all the money that they put out there. Yeah, you see Byron Scott got one too. Yeah, Byron Scott got a charge. Come on, boy, give us that money. Yeah, it's dangerous in these streets. Yeah, it's dangerous. Block Monster, you know his cousin? Well, tell Cuzzo to get that man some help. Leave them goddamn blue chews alone. And that goddamn scotch and milk. Yeah, got him horny. He need help. He needs some help. Or milk, or something. Can't just be coming out taking Conchessa drippers. Handling, Maria, get on the bed, Maria. First get that towel. Get on the bed. Like, come on, Smokey. You know better. You know better. Oh, from the shop? Okay, do your thing. Make sure, Block. Get in touch with the cousin. You dig? Yeah. Yeah. All right? And you know what? 55 gang. Get y'all grades up.